Afrophobic attack, of which we thought enough it's got to stop, which is why we thought we should discuss firmly. Our job as of Foreign Affairs. Good evening. It is with profound pleasure that I welcome our brothers from South Africa to this meeting, which we think is very appropriate that we engage in discussions. And I bring good warm greetings from President Bola Tinubu, who had actually asked us to meet with you and exchange views and perspective on how to address and resolve the ongoing Afrophobic attack in South Africa, of which Nigerians and other citizens of Africa have been victims. He had asked me to reiterate that Nigeria and South Africa have enjoyed excellent relations. We recall not just our role in the liberation struggle in South Africa and what we did to assist in dismantling the oppressive regime of apartheid. It recalls also with fond memory how after independence, after apartheid was abolished, we merged into an era of strategic partnership between the two countries, in which together we partnered in the transformation of the OAU to the AU. We also developed the new partnership for Africa development, given the kind of synergy and partnership that existed so very well between the two countries. Based on these premises as well, relations at bilateral level had expanded in leaps and bounds, covering all facets of human life, not least economic collaboration between our two countries. So we believe that it is not unusual for irritants to emerge, but we have seen a pattern that had become a concern to the Nigerian government, which is why Mr. President had asked that we sit down and begin to talk about this in the most frank and honest manner. We've seen a pattern emerge as early as 1995, in 1998, in 2006, in 2015, in 2016, 2019, 2021, 2024, and 2026. It is on record that from 2022 alone, 98 Nigerians have died in mob actions, in hate-related actions that we have called Afrophobia, because we found that the preponderant victims of this ugly situation are Africans and Nigerians in particular. So we appreciate the warm sentiment you have expressed. We also reciprocate our desire for us to maintain excellent relations and take urgent concrete measures, not just to build confidence, but to address this ongoing Afrophobic attack, of which we thought enough it's got to stop, which is why we thought we should discuss firmly. Our job as diplomats is to mend fences, is to mend relations and manage relations. Nigeria and South Africa are brothers, we are sisters. We belong to the same continent. The future of Africa belongs to all of us. We believe in shared prosperity. So if there are issues that will have the potential to hinder this progress, we have a job, Honorable Minister, to ensure that we nip them in the bud and address them. Let me speak briefly on the nature of migration. Migration is a fact of history. migration, in our view, arising from push and pull factors, should be managed. If there are criminals, as you alluded to them, we reiterate that the solution is not to kill them. I mean, we're a country governed by the rules of law. If someone is, quote and unquote, a criminal for drug trafficking, there are rules, there are regulations. Get them arrested, prosecuted, and jailed. The Nigerian government will not support drug peddlers. But please, what we're saying is that treat them in accordance with your constitution, in accordance with international human rights instruments, in accordance with the minimum requirement of humanity. But what we have found is that this xenophobic attack had gone beyond, attack on criminals. We have record of Nigerians who have legitimate papers to remain in South Africa, yet they have been attacked. And we could see some mob actions, which we saw the police watching as if they are helpless to address this situation, which to us raises issues of state responsibility. It raises issues of complicity if the state authorities are not able or unwilling to tackle these challenges in a manner that offers some confidence in citizens, in foreigners, that indeed they are safe to remain in the country. I think those are some of the background to our concerns, and we're hoping that when we go into closed-door session, we'll be able to address in some considerable details our specific concerns and why Mr. President had asked that we should receive you. Again, he sent his warm greetings to his brother, His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa. I've been at meetings where they met. You could see the kind of friendship and body chemistry that exists between these two countries. And they are keen together to lift Africa, into the G20, in BRICS. They've been discussing. I'm aware of those discussions. Mr. President, my present concern is that those aspirations should not be marred by issues such as xenophobia that involves the killing of Nigerians in South Africa. The last batch of evacuees we moved from, we had almost 1,500 of our nationals. It was not a pleasant experience, not just for the victims, but also even for us as government. I recall I received the first batch. I shed tears in the plane when I saw children, women, the elderly, returning home almost with nothing. Some of the properties have been looted. Some of them have been destroyed. I don't think that is the way we want to conduct relations in Africa. I don't think that's the way to go. Honourable Minister, once again, our best wishes and welcome to Nigeria. Nigerians are eager to see us address this issue so that relations, people-to-people contact, interaction, which is the bedrock of the kind of African solidarity and brotherhood we seek, can again be restored. I thank you very much.